After watching the Steelers' Week 2 preseason loss to the Buffalo Bills, we need to be honest about who should be the starting quarterback of the Steelers this year, because it's pretty obvious at this point it should be Justin Fields. What separated Russell Wilson and Justin Fields tonight against Buffalo was that one quarterback had the ability to turn what should have been negative plays into positive plays, and the other one was unable to break out of sacks, and he was scared to push the football deep downfield. And what made Russell Wilson one of the greatest quarterbacks of the past decade was that when he was in his prime with the Seahawks, he was Houdini with the football. He was breaking out of sacks, making defensive linemen look stupid, and he was able to make the impossible plays look possible. But with him being 35 years old and regressing, his athleticism is declining, he doesn't have the ability to maintain the style of play that has made him one of the NFL's best quarterbacks of the 2010s. With Justin Fields, you have a quarterback that what he lacks in passing ability, he more than makes up for it with his playmaking ability. You're going to be starting a fairly inexperienced and young offensive line, and that's why it helps to have a dude like Justin Fields at quarterback, because when you get bad offensive line performance like what you got tonight, a guy like Justin Fields can still make something shake because he can make guys miss, he can buy time for receivers to get open, or he can just go ahead and handle it himself and pick up a lot of yardage on the ground. And the Steelers are already planning on being a run-heavy team this year. If you start Justin Fields, you're guaranteed to have a top 5 rushing attack. And that's something that you can win with how good of a runner Justin Fields is. Statistically, he's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks of all time. And I'm not saying that from a eye test standpoint. I'm saying that from a statistics standpoint. If you look at the numbers, there are not too many quarterbacks that have been able to do what Justin Fields can on the ground, and that helps out Pittsburgh. And he's not a terrible passer. He's just an average passer, above average at best when you can get him in rhythm early. But with Russ, you got somebody that tonight was averaging 5.9 yards per pass. That's the same reason why Denver took the NFL's largest cap hit in league history to get rid of him, because all he wanted to do was throw checkdowns. His best throw of the night was when he threw that incompletion to George Pickens because he couldn't get his 2 feet in bounds. That's the same stuff that we've seen the last couple of years out of Kenny Tragic, Mitchell Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph. Justin Fields provides the Steelers offense with playmaking ability that they haven't received from that position the last couple of years. It definitely helps that you have somebody that can turn nothing into something. Justin Fields tonight should have went down numerous times for a hell of lost yardage. But why that didn't happen was because of how damn athletic he is. He can turn these negative plays and still get something out of them. You don't get that out of Russell Wilson anymore. And I really don't see the point in starting Russell Wilson, because there's nothing that he does better than Justin Fields at this point in his career. He's not attacking vertically. He's doing nothing but throwing checkdowns. What makes starting Justin Fields uncomfortable for Mike Tomlin is that he's a defensive-minded coach. So he'd rather go with the QB who plays it safe and doesn't turn the football over. But the problem with that is with Russell Wilson, he's not going to give you too many points on offense. Justin Fields, he may have a couple of turnovers, but with how good your defense is, you can bail him out, and he's more than capable, if he has a turnover one drive, coming back the next drive with a big play touchdown, rather it be a big throw downfield or having a big run on the ground. If Mike Tomlin is going to be able to sustain his streak of never having a losing season, you got to start Justin Fields because he's the best quarterback. The only thing that Russ has on Justin is experience. But what is experience getting you at this point? You might as well go ahead and sign Ryan Tannehill. He has experience too, right? When you're regressing and you're starting to lose your athleticism, your arm strength, it's time to go. There's a reason why Russell Wilson is playing on the veteran minimum, being $1 million. If he was still a good QB, he would be getting paid like it. But he's not anymore. The Steelers have a way better shot making it to the postseason this year by just running this run-heavy offense that is centered around Justin Fields' running ability. It's going to allow you to play the brand of football that you want to play, relying on ball control, taking a lot of time off the clock, keeping the opposing defense on the field and the opposing offense off the field. And that's the way Mike Tomlin wants to win games. Justin Fields' biggest struggle at this point in his career hasn't been that he's not a good passer. He's more than shown the ability that he can hit guys in stride. He overthrew a guy on a deep ball during this game, but it's not that big of a deal to me. He's been one of the more accurate deep ball throwers in the league the last couple of seasons. And his problem has been that he just implodes in the fourth quarter. He's not one of those quarterbacks that's clutch. Mike Tomlin, being the player's coach, a great motivator, a great talker, a great motivational speaker, he can speak to Justin Fields in these fourth quarter situations that he's came up short in. He can say, hey, Justin, you got to believe in yourself, man. Like, you can do it. And once you get Justin Fields having confidence in himself in the fourth quarter of games, that's how you can get the best out of him. That's always been my biggest knock on Justin Fields. He doesn't show up in the fourth quarter. He has led the NFL in fourth quarter turnovers. He's been dead last in fourth quarter completion percentage among starting quarterbacks since 2021. That has to change. But you rather start Justin Fields because of what you're going to get from his athleticism and just how explosive he is versus Russell Wilson, who all he does is just throw checkdowns at this point in his career. You're not going to go far with that when you're going up against a healthy Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. I don't give a damn what you did last season. This is a different season. And you're asking Mike Tomlin to put two hands behind his back with Russell Wilson at QB. Justin Fields obviously is the better quarterback than what Russ is right now. And I really don't think that Russ is a better thrower than Justin Fields. For all you guys that want to say Russ is more accurate doing what? Throwing 3-4 yard slants? Weren't we seeing that last year out of Kenny Pickett? Didn't we not get enough of that these last couple of years? Y'all really want to run it back with this again, that quarterback? I'd rather get a different quarterback with a different playing style behind center than continue to throw out the same BS we've been doing at QB the last couple of years. No thank you on Grandpa Wilson. It should be Justin Fields who wins this job this year, and I hope that the Steelers do the right thing.